Y'all know what it is, it's the mob. Today I have Tyris Flare from Golden Axe from Storm Collectibles. I've been waiting forever for this one. Seems like I say that all the time with the Golden Axe figure. The only ones that frequently come out are the skeleton variants. The only ones we're waiting on now is Gillis with his chicken dragon. That's the only one to complete the set in my opinion, because we got the Death Adder, Deathbringer, Death Adder Jr. We got a plethora of skeletons. Like I said, I'm 100% sure I have the biggest Golden Axe collection, just bar none. I have the most skeletons, and I need to review with the red skeletons. I got those coming. I got the Axe Battler with their special edition skeletons. It's a special edition from Big Bad Toy Store, that is. I got to review that, and that one's coming up next. To get to the accessories, what I want to do first is compare the dragons. So this is my third red dragon that came with the Axe Battler. My first Axe Battler dragon, it broke. So the ball socket came out. It just snapped off. Because what you can't do on these is pull these aside like this. That's about as all they'll give. Seriously, it's really tight. The only thing you can do is put the legs from side to side and bend the knees and hope that you're able to stand it. That's the only drawback with these. And my only complaint about the dragons, period, or the worst thing about Golden Axe figures, I think, are how they made the dragon's upper legs. I think they could have put it on a swivel, or maybe they were thinking it ain't tight enough, and it's just kind of a nightmare. So this one came with the Axe Battler that was exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm gonna do that video next with that Axe Battler because I've never done an Axe Battler video before. This dragon, it's all olive. So this one is golden on the chest and the horns. With the blue one, it's all blue. It would have been nice if they did a little bit more highlights. I know they did a little bit to do some contrast, but it ain't that prominent. I'm not complaining. I really do like it, and it sets it apart from the red dragon. Most of its parts, the stirrup, there's some metal pieces around there. Well, you know, it's plastic, just made to look like metal. Around back, it's olive with a little bit of blue highlights, kind of gradient. Saddle is olive. I really like this blue and olive color. It's hard to say that I would like to prefer this over that dragon, but they're both equally as nice. The best thing about this is the fire effect. The blue dragon fire effect is amazing, because this is what came with the red one. It's like, who cares about this? Nobody cares. This is amazing. I thought this was the best part. So what you could do is just, and that's more like it in the video game. That's the type of fire that they're using. You could just put it by its mouth. This one, it needs a flight stand. And with my Axe Battlers that I've got before, this recent one from Big Bad Toy Store is the only one that came with a flight stand for it. So I don't know if it was just missing or what happened, but it wasn't included. What we have is the claw hands. Make it a dynamic pose in the hands while she's battling. The open hands, same thing. Make it look dynamic, or even holding her hand out if she needs to. Strong pointer hands. There's two of them. So I'm pointing out, this is the direction we're going. These are weapon holding hands. Comes equipped with clenched fists. I think the most interesting thing about this figure is her bangs. So you see the separation in her head. You could take these off, which is comical, and you could take these off. So these are the more relaxed bangs, and you can take her whole hair off if you want to change it with the faces, and put these on. So that's the more relaxed, and these are the more dynamic bangs, but you could use them with other head. It's pretty neat. I think it's rather strange. So that's all you do is just fit it in there. So hopefully these won't fall out too often. And you got to put it in the downwards pattern. Once again, you got to make sure this is in place. Turn that around. And moving on to the sword, I wanted to compare it to the Axe Battler sword. The top one is the Axe Battler sword, and this is her sword. So It's just a little bit bigger. You could tell in person there's definitely a bigger difference. Her hilt and handle are iron, unpolished iron. I think it's pretty cool. Have the same pattern. I like them both. Pretty nice. Sharp point. And this is just another great release from Storm Collectibles with Golden Axe. The Tyris figure is amazing. I know some people complain about the jointless figures, but I really do like those, and it's suitable to the characters of Death Adder and Deathbringer and Death Adder Jr. People need to stop complaining because these characters move, unlike those other figures where they're real stiff and they hardly move around that much. So these ones make sense that they're very poseable. I know some people want to do dynamic poses and all that, and I know you pay so much for a figure you want to pose around, but they're just going based on the game. So in Storm Collectibles' defense, this is what they're intending. They weren't intending for you to do 100 poses and your Death Adder doing jumping jacks or some shit. I was supposed to be waiting for this for Big Bad Toy Store, but Big Bad Toy Store takes forever. You take forever, Big Bad Toy Store. I just happened to run into it at Heroes headquarters. It's in Westminster, Colorado, or Denver, whatever you want to call it. It was for the same price as Big Bad Toy Store, so I had to get it. I was going to get it regardless. I didn't care if it was $30 extra. This is just my thing. How do you get this figure? The only way to get it is on eBay. I know when Storm Collectibles release it, they send it out right away to everyone that pre-ordered it on their website. So they're always the first people to get it. There might be some that sneak out on eBay before, but you're going to pay higher price on those. So it's better to either wait until other people release them, wait for Big Bad Toy Store forever. But the best way to get them right away is through Storm Collectibles. The only place I was able to get it is through Hero headquarters, which was amazing. It's nice that I was able to get it through there. But this is Tyris Flare from Golden Axe, from Storm Collectibles. It's the mob.